From highlight reel goals to spectacular saves and bone-crushing hits, the voice of the Barracuda, Nick Nolenberger, is on the mic for it all. Find all regular season and postseason action via ahltv.com for a small fee. And for up-to-date stats and news, visit theahl.com. Want to stay up to date on all things San Jose Barracuda and Sharks prospects?
All you have to do is follow us on X,
Facebook,
Instagram, and YouTube
for exclusive content, breaking news, highlights,
and so much more.
For more information, visit sjbarracuda.com or find us at sjbarracuda.
This is San Jose Barracuda hockey. Game on. The future of the Sharks starts now.
It's round number 2, game 1 of a best-of-5 series between the San Jose Barracuda and the Colorado Eagles. Well, Roy Sommer and Mo Sommer in the building. If that isn't an omen, I don't know what is.
Yep.
The winningest coach in American Hockey League history. Talazar swirling, puck is down, and we are underway here in round number 2. Jimmy Schultz gets the puck in deep. Trent Miner will rim it around the wall, and it drifts all the way through the neutral zone and back into the Barracuda end. Foot race won by Jimmy Schultz, so we get an early whistle. 12 ticks into period number 1 in game 1. To acquire a guy they hope is their number 1 goalie for the future. Here comes Vincent, busting it, save made by Miner. Forgetted did not participate in the playoffs in his first 2 years with San Diego, and in his Calder Cup payoff debut he scored, and we may have a delay of game penalty here. Ludwig just kicked an airborne puck up and over the glass.
They're discussing it right now, but it definitely was a kick. It is a puck over glass.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before, where a guy kicked an airborne puck soccer style. They went right over the glass. I think maybe he's been playing too much of that sewer game pregame.
Before the game, yeah. Got to get your feet moving. Yeah. So a tough break, really, when you look at it for Ludwig, but McDonald coming over to have a discussion with the referee, but once the call's made, there's very little. I don't think I can ever remember a time where the referee's changed his mind when a conversation happens.
He poked and grabbed by Beasted, wraps around, bottom of the right wing circle, drifts to the wall, hands it on the cycle. Now Gustian with it, dives through that circle. Plays catch, Gustian traipsing through, fires, and just missed that corner. He was trying to get Trent Miner glove side high and just angled it up and out of play. And we invite you to pick the Eagles player you think will score the first goal of the game. One lucky winner at each home game receives a Wonder-Pick prize pack worth over $300 into play. Just visit the Eagles Facebook page. Another face-off to the left. Puck will be flipped back upstairs and fielded there by Thompson. Rink-wide pass, Carlson right back for Thompson. Loads and looks at back door. What a save by Miner. Colorado will get to that loose puck, send it ahead.
Colorado outstanding. And getting in front of shots but boxing out is really their MO. This has been a stout defensive group for several years now. Now Magna blocks a shot on Cardwell, and here comes Matt Phillips down the left wing side. Phillips spots a man, Stevens, the defenseman charging in, and Askarov makes a glove stop.
Zach Ostapchuk throws his head back, goes and gives Yaroslav Askarov a tap because he was coming back. He's in good position, but he's watching the puck, doesn't get his head on a swivel, doesn't see his man getting in on the attack, and boy, what a big save that is early as Devontae Stevens jumps into the play.
Now sending up high to the point, McDonald, wrister from well out, in the low slot, hacking and whacking away at it is Bradley. Save made by Askarov, and lots of contact, pushing and shoving, and now who is that? Vincent trying to get after Jacob McDonald?
Well, McDonald gave him a trip in front of the net. Not a very gentlemanly one as well. And so Anthony Vincent got up and was going after Jacob McDonald. And John Ludwig stepped in for his partner on defense. The referee was right there, though. It'll be interesting to see if anything comes from this or what was happening in front of the net.
Vincent incensed.
No call from the referee on either Ludwig or Anthony Vincent.
Out out to neutral ice. The Eagles get to it. Here comes Phillips starting back in. Left wing circle. Drop pass. Megna loads. Looks back door. Centering feed. Scores! Kelly Rosen lights the lamp from the slot. It gives Colorado a 1-0 lead. 3:44 left in the first. Good transition there for Colorado. Phillips left it for Megna. The dish in between the circles. And Kelly Rosen snaps it past Askarov. Rosen, who had his best AHL season in terms of goal scoring this year, put up 10 goals in the regular season, tacked on 24 helpers. He gets Colorado's first goal of the postseason. And the Eagles have a 1-0 advantage.
And Ethan Frisch takes a peek at the big board. And he takes one final hit by Chris Wagner for good measure. That'll draw a crowd.
You knew that was coming.
There was still a couple of ticks left, so don't blame Wagner for finishing his check. Frisch was just trying to melt down that final little bit of the period. These games are critical for the Barracuda to give themselves a fighting chance of winning this series.
Yeah, this next 40 minutes very important. And also just getting off on the, a trip. No, wow. No trip there. But just getting off on the right foot.
High hard hit there by Wagner as he just smoked Houle. Now it's lifted in on Askarov, and the right-handed catching netminder will glove it down and hold on with 46 seconds off the clock in the second period.
Wagner plays a very hard game. He's not very big, but he's thick. He goes to the body. There should have been a tripping call. It was definitely a trip on Ethan Frisch. And Preshapov just got away with it. The referee's looking right at it. I don't mind that you loosen up a little bit in the regular season, but you can't ignore a call that's right in front of you.
Cagnoni swings it to the net. That was getting whacked at by Cardwell along the cage. Now Regenda. And it's sticked off his blade. This is going to be a chance for a Sean coming down the wing. Good backtrack, Cagnoni. Now he pushes him off the puck. And they're going to call a penalty against Cagnoni. And the crowd can't believe it. A hold against Luca Cagnoni is going to put Colorado on its first power play.
I actually really like the way that Luca Cagnoni played that. He kept skating forward on his man, didn't back up, kept skating forward. I mean, it's a loser's lament when you complain about the referees on their calls, but
Finds Wise, right wing side, tied it, slips it upstairs. Sean winds his way through, centering feed shot, scores! Tipped in front by Chris Wagner. Colorado cashes in on the man advantage. It's 2-0. 16:58 left, second period. And Chris Wagner, who had a phenomenal regular season, 19 goals. He put up 14 of those in his final 20 games of the regular season. And a shot from the point. Got a tip in front from Wagner. McDonald unloading that effort from the high slot. And Colorado makes good on the power play. It extends their lead to 2-0.
Could have pulled it out of a scramble on the near side wall. Thompson gives off for Giles. Feeds back for Thompson. And a fight going on in front of the net. Lugvid lost his bucket. And a high sticking call, I think, is going against Donovan Houle with 14:05 left in the second period.
Eagles after it. McDonald fighting to stay with it. Taken away. Regenda blitzes it up and out. Foot race after it. Sean hustles in front of Giles. Stripped away. Centering feed. Regenda. Great break up on a sprawling effort by TJ. Tied it back in his own zone. Tremendous play there from the veteran. Brings it around to the left wing. Finds Felleber waiting down to the hash. Sizing things up. Plays it to the blue line. Kelly Rosen, one goal already. Fires, save, rebound, scores! Tucked home by the captain. Jason Megna, power play goal makes it 3-0. And Colorado will stay on the man advantage on the backside of a 4-minute double-miter. And Jason Megna, a goal and an assist. Same will go for Kelly Rosen as he'll pick up a helper on that one. And Colorado has struck twice on the power play here in this contest. Both of those power play tallies have come here in the middle frame. And again, just getting a puck to the net. Crashing for rebounds. And Megna able to flip it upstairs past a sprawling Yaroslav Askarov.
Colorado Eagles coming get that third goal.
Off the draw, it's controlled by Colorado. Miner has made a couple of outstanding saves. Here's a chance now, though, for Beestead, shorthanded. He's on a breakaway. Beestead moving in. He scores! It's just what the doctor ordered. A shorthanded goal for Philip Beestead. And the Barracuda are right back in this game.
100% great call, Nick. That's exactly what the Cuda needed. They had 3 chances shorthanded, and Philip Beestead is away. Great reach defensively. He's got lots of time. Bang, shot down on the ice, beats Trent Miner, and this place finally gets what they're looking for. A goal by the Barracuda, and you said it, right back in the game. 54 seconds, though, still left on Donovan Uhl's penalty.
Immediately by Van Roboys. Collapsed down upon, it sends it in. 3:15 left second period, and oh boy, Prishapov just ran into the linesperson. And that will keep the puck alive in the Colorado zone. Oh, and then McDonald gets up in it. A penalty coming here against San Jose. Cross ice, one time, fanned on as Ludwig got a great look, gets his own rebound. Up high again, back for Ludwig, top of the right wing circle, pinching in, loads and fires, scores! John Ludwig with traffic in front, snaps it past Askarov. It's 4-1, Colorado, 2:05 remaining here in the second period. And John Ludwig got his second chance of that delayed penalty call. And he sent a beauty right over the shoulder of Yaroslav Askarov. Took advantage of all that traffic, and the Eagles make good. They lead by 3 with just over 2 to play here in the second period.
Gets it for Carlson, shoots, and that's blocked by Ludwig. Back up top for Carlson. Carlson near side, one-timer by Jimmy Schultz, and a flash of the leather by Trent Miner. He makes the save and holds on.
Oh, good entry into the zone by the Cuda, but in the first almost, or a little bit over 5 minutes, what you're seeing, very good checking by the Colorado Eagles, getting up, pressuring. That's kind of the first instance into the zone for the Barracuda where they had some polish on their game, some polish with the puck.
Pulled free by Graff. Graff will play it back down low for Gushchin. Gushchin protecting the puck. Work below the goal line. Stuffed free by Colorado. Barracuda working for it. Back thrown to the net. They score! Well, you've been saying it all night, George. Just put pucks on net. That was a wicked angle. I don't think the intention was to score from Graff, but it ends up bouncing its way through on Trent Miner, who's been so good tonight. But it gets past him, and the Barracuda have some life with 6:44 left here in the third.
Boy, they needed that, but how did they get it? They got it through getting the puck in behind the D, working along the boards, winning those pucks, protecting the puck. Colin Graff makes the play as he turns and fires, but Lucas Carlson pitches in from the point, keeps the play alive, and just a turn and fire to the net. Never a bad play to put the puck on the net, and here we go. The Barracuda, as you said, have some life.
He was below. Graff down the wing. Colin Graff holding, circles around the net, looking for a receiver, throws it to the blue paint. Good thought, and it clanks just wide. Then Jack Thompson hog-tied down to the ice. Picked up now by Giles. Handed off. Shot. Score! Colin White fires it home with 2:19 left here in the third.
A lot of stuff again in the corner, but the Barracuda get after the puck. Again, it's a forecheck that works. Johnson gets taken down. Good pinch by the third man. Giles is there, seals the boards, and it's just out to Colin White. The key on that play is just sealing the boards by Patrick Giles, and then the quick shot into the net it goes. And as you said, the Cougars still in this big time now with 2 minutes plus to go, down by 1.
40 left here Period number 3 in a 1-goal game. Out to neutral ice. Magna charging after it. Gets to it. Red line. Magna fires. Scores! Into the empty net. Jason Magna. His second goal. 3rd points of the contest. And the Eagles back up by 2 with 1:31 remaining here in the 3rd period. Shovels it up off the glass. Out through neutral ice. Fellemer charging after it. Fellemer cuts in. Fellemer tucks it home. Got held onto from behind by Giles. Fought through that pressure and was able to shove that across the goal line of the vacant crease. And Colorado up 6-3 with 29 seconds left here in the 3rd. Ty Fellemer, already 2 assists on the night. Now give him a goal. Joins Jason Magna with 3-point outings here in game 1. Round, 10 seconds remaining. Back out to neutral ice. Grabbed by Devontae Stevens. He'll coast back into his own zone. Give it off for a shot. Final 2 seconds tick off, and the Eagles come in and steal game 1 on the road and take a 1-0 series lead with a 6-3 victory over the San Jose Barracuda. Game 2.